Games are over, the people have gone away, the Kaiser Chiefs have packed up their sound machine, and Harry and Meghan have gone back into semi-reclusion, of course, back to California. But now what is the bigger plan for the Invictus Games Spectacular, which was seen recently over in the Netherlands? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Thanks so much for joining me today. Nice to have your company. Lovely, in fact, that a lot of people agreed with me on the bunting, you know. Apparently, one of the local councils over here in the United Kingdom feels that the bunting hanging off the lamppost could bring the lamppost down. That's dangerous. I think many people like me of our generation just remember making your own decorations. Why is it suddenly £5,000? Do you know what I mean? I find it incredible. I'm glad it's just not me. Where's that stuff, you know, Dunkirk spirit? Everything can be done. And I often think, don't you, when you look back to what our forefathers did and the people that went through in the First and Second World Wars and all those big things around the world, they battled on. How have we become so weak? Oh, don't get me going. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. This particular story really centres on the fact that, as you can imagine, the recent Netflix show, which Harry and Meghan were filming out in the Netherlands, all for their wonderful charity, the Invictus Games. Well, it really was a spectacular event. Lots of money spent, you could see that. I did particularly enjoy the illuminated drumming boxes. I thought they were brilliant, actually. A really nice touch as well. And wasn't it nice to see all of those people enjoying themselves? They truly did look happy. A lot of the veterans I know worked very hard to make that a success. I've spoken to a couple of the British veterans, and of course, you know, they're truly behind it. It's their big thing, and rightly so. We owe them so much. But now what happens? Now, you know, I know this myself. When you make a program, you take back the footage and you look at it and think, wow, what are we going to do with all of this footage? And what's interesting with Harry and Meghan is we've yet to see all of that footage that they filmed out in New York. Remember last September when they were all wired up, meeting dignitaries, we're not quite sure why, when they went on a semi-royal visit around New York. This was even bigger. They were flanked by a 5-man security, which allegedly were looking after Barack Obama, the former president, until recently. Interesting to note though, what we can tell you is this: while Meghan may have changed her outfit 5 times plus in one day, and obviously she received a lot of criticism about the outfits. Now, I'm no fashion person at all, you know, I don't really understand it. Yes, there were similarities to certain outfits that she wore with the late and wonderful Princess Diana, but that could be said of any girl, or is it just me? Do let me know. More importantly though, what's going to happen next is this. Because Harry and Meghan are now executive producers on this big event, whatever we think we may have seen, whatever reports that will come out, you know, about people being ignored, pushed aside, crushed aside, all of that sort of stuff, they have to make a TV program. This is the tricky bit now for Harry and Meghan as executive producers. Yes, they're going to have the very best of the Netflix teams around them, but it's the Archwell Studios that will bear its name. Now, if you heard any booing out there, you certainly won't hear it in the final edit. And of course, if you saw any negativity, then you certainly won't be seeing that. What you'll see of lots of patriotism, as we saw with the pictures of Harry and Meghan being wrapped around, of course, an English flag, even though apparently this was the country that is apparently very racist towards his wife. Very confusing, don't you think? But now, as I say, what's going to be happening over the next 4 weeks is there's going to be an intense editing time, of which Harry and Meghan will have the very final say as executive producers on the shots, the music, the people featured, and the length of time. Nothing like a vanity project, is there? But on a serious note, I truly believe, and as we often say here on the show, we like to be impartial, that they will simply want to make the very best program that they possibly can. But now, more importantly, it's how well received it's going to be once they decide to stream it. And we are told this could be part of the autumnal season release. Although, if all goes to plan, it could be out even earlier. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.